Hey traders, happy Thursday to you. Good to see y'all on a day that was really good for the stock market and pretty good for USOIL. Pretty meh for crypto, really. As you can see with Bitcoin, you know, this is kind of crazy, right? This is the daily. Okay, this is like each day or each candle represents 24 hours of trading. Trading, by the way. It's almost unbelievable how like stuck and confined this price has been for like 3 weeks plus now. It's just gut wrenching, isn't it? I mean, it's like I'm okay with down, I'm okay with up. I'm just that sucks, dude. So we're just all trying to like come to terms with that. The lack of price action at very key levels, right? Between 28.8, 31K, you're stuck in between. We know that 3-day bullish engulfing candle really helped us. I mean, really helped the argument to be established of potential optimism versus complete pessimism, which is just kind of like, you know, if you're looking at technicals, you understand the reality of a candle like this that completely covers the previous candle and then breaks above a key zone of support resistance. We know from history 2 other times that led up to massive runs. It doesn't mean it's going to happen this time at all. But what we do know is the validity of what we call the bullish engulfing candle. And that bullish engulfing candle is still valid until we get a 3-day candle close below $28,600, pretty much the candle close below the open of the bullish engulfing. So we got 42 minutes until your 3-day candle close, which I don't have a problem with a bullish break out, break back in, whatever you want to call it, and then simple back tests of certain levels as support. I have no problem with that. You got that bullish divergence still there on the 3-day, so we're valid. We're okay for now, and there's just nothing weird at all about an asset reversing at a potential reversal area. You know, and it's also not weird to think that if an asset falls below a key support resistance from history, that it couldn't run down to the next levels, which it did do that. So, yeah, really, really tough here. I mean, it's good that the index funds are continuing to rally. I think there's still a little bit more upside on the S&P based on levels we've been looking at every day. You can put your 2 weeks notice in at McDonald's when Bitcoin really starts getting above 31K for real and starts running to 33K, because then all of a sudden you're in wide open spaces, right? You're just in crazy territory where it's up, down, up, down, up, down until 40K, except a couple of times that, again, like if we're being conservative, you go to the 4 hour and you understand there were a couple times, the only times, literally, that there was some sort of pivot before it went to 30K. So that's why it could be resistance. And if this was really going on, and look, man, hitting bullish divergence on the 4 hour, it's okay. It's something we can identify, but you can't like bet the farm on it. It's there just as easily as you could just start dumping on the next 4 hour candle the next day. And that negative momentum you're losing could just start building again. Right? We all understand that. But, you know, and especially, but because like, right, the trend isn't really our friend. We're just, you know, lower highs, lower lows for many months. The good news is you have not made a lower low than your previous low from late May 28th. You are trying to pivot, make a higher low. And as you're making that higher low, your oscillator looks like that, which isn't bad. It's not bad. It actually implies a continuation upward, but it does not ensure that the continuation upward would manifest into a higher high than the previous high. Does not mean that. Just means it could start playing out like this, run up to 31.1 and then test it, and then, you know, just level and then roll over again. And that could happen in bear market easy. But it's cool that you made a low. You've now made countless higher lows that are the same, but they're all higher than the previous low. And maybe now we make another higher low after making somehow a higher high. Interesting. All of a sudden, short-term uptrend could start to develop, maybe short-term, not like midterm. Midterm's downtrend until you make a higher highs, then unbelievable, like insurmountable levels. You'd have to do something. You know, Jesus would have to come in to do something. Okay, Jesus intervention. All right, Federal Reserve intervention, and there's Jesus intervention. All right, so it would take Jesus to come in here, but to reverse the midterm downtrend. But you do have that going on. It's being identified. I don't know how much it's going to play out. It's there though. Hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour MACD histogram, kind of like the same class see hidden divergence on the RSI. So that's it. Below the 200 moving average, whatever. Bueller. All right, so that's your Bitcoin, your 4 hour. I think we'll do the daily, 3 day. Daily, nothing much to write home about. I mean, just like it rallied and then it was given all back, and now you're rallying again, but still making a higher low. That's great. Good news is you're out of the bearish control zone on the daily. You're sitting at 46.59. Nice. Right, so you can rest easy until we start falling below 28.8. You know, your adrenal gland should start kicking in when we're testing 28.8 again. Until then, we're okay for now. All right, we're okay. Fine like a fruit fly stuff for now. Yeah, when we're below that level, you better look out. But when you were below it, there was no follow through. So great news. So just pay attention. It's not too bad here. Because there could be a lot of upside if it does truly hold, which we don't know. If it's truly going to hold, but we know the levels where we know if a certain level breaks, you are not holding. You are going to go to much lower prices. You're going to get wrecked, but that hasn't happened yet. So great news there. All right, Ethereum that hit 1972 and it just almost straight back down to 1730. Got as low as 1765. Just not as good of a looking asset. I mean, it's just not as good looking as Bitcoin. I mean, this looks terrible actually in the 4 hour. Like, no cap. Just doesn't look good. It's kind of crazy the fact that it held. I'm just concerned, man. Like, if you just think critically here about price action and most recent discernible events and stuff, and you know levels that were once the first time in human history Ethereum was resistance, February 21st, 2021. And, you know, you've been flirting around that level, but more recently you decided to go test it specifically as a resistance and get rejected there. That's real bad. I mean, like, you know, you fall below it, okay, one thing, then there's the support tested and you bounce off the support, and then the next thing you do is that's just not really bullish. And so if you get the 4 hour, you can clearly see distribution with a buy wall, right? Hey, man, I hope it pulls a Facebook, or we saw a distribution with a buy wall last year on Facebook before it broke upward and went insane before it was all over. So I'm hoping that happens here. You know, you can identify a descending triangle structure. It doesn't mean it's 100% gonna dump. It just means that there could be a slightly higher probability it dumps, but that means there's still like 40% chance it breaks upward, right? So it's just marginal edge identifying a structure like this. So there you go, right? I mean, you've got 3 peaks, you've got 2 valleys, 3 reaction highs, 2 reaction lows, and you've yet to see 1730 again. So that's good. So there's more market participants trying to hold on to this asset right now. I hope it does, man. Like, okay, don't think I'm like all about wanting it to dump, okay? I know what that means. It's not good for anyone. I don't want it to, but it's not about what I want. It's just about reality, and I'm just in reality identifying this bearish structure that we've seen a lot, right? Not many bids coming in. Not many bids coming in, and certainly no higher highs. You know, normally when you're hitting a 1730 support like this, you want to see something, man. Let's get some up. We have nothing, got no price action like we saw really back last year. It's just not there anymore, and that probably have to do with quantitative tightening happening and the recession and other problems, lots of other problems on these markets in the macro. So that's your Ethereum, dude. Not near as good looking as Bitcoin, because remember, the silver lining here is Bitcoin has recently taken out and gotten above all of the local highs. The May 14th, 13th, 23rd peaks, Bitcoin's above all of them. Or it did get above all of them before pulling back, and is still right around them. So if Ethereum was in the same situation, it would be right around $2,100. It's not. It's way lower. So it's just underperforming like crazy, and that is why we're just going to continue looking at Bitcoin dominance early in the stream, just so you can see it. This is happening. You know, my alert went off. It's making its highest high today, or right around the same high it was making a couple days ago, since October of 2021, Or we're thinking eventually, man, you're going to 48.6%, and then after that 53, then after that 60% market cap dominance on Bitcoin, which is just terrible for altcoins either way. It's not good whether Bitcoin's going up or down. Drink more whiskey. I didn't have any whiskey. I only had a couple beers. I went to... It's nice living downtown, man. You can go downtown. You can go like down the road and see your friends, one with my fraternity brother, and hang out and drink a couple beers, eat a little bit, and then come back for stream. It's nice, man. It's really nice, dynamic. Haven't done enough, but anyway, streams have been brutal lately, so it's just like, you know, market conditions. This is, you know, when you sign up for whatever you do as a streamer, especially in the financial world, and financial market conditions are like they are now, it doesn't matter if some sector's doing okay. You know, it's about the sentiment. It's terrible. So anyway, so you're on the cusp of a breakout. Daily candle high close back from May 23rd. You break it. I think you're probably going to 48.6 fast. So, and that could just mean, like, it means multiple things, possible, potentially, right? It doesn't mean that Bitcoin's going to go up in price. It doesn't mean Bitcoin's going down in price. It could mean one or the other. Just means, like, if Bitcoin's going to rally here, that means it's going to Bitcoin itself is going to outperform the living crap out of altcoins on the way up. Or if Bitcoin crashes or dumps lower, then this means Bitcoin's percentage losses are going to be less to the US dollar than the altcoins would be. And that's been the case, right? All right. Man, I'll tell you one thing. You can talk about some sort of movie going on, some sort of psycho, scary, crazy stuff.
I like turtles.
Let's look at it, Jonathan. Here's your totals that, like, you hit the support. You were trying to break it yesterday. You're just closed above it barely. Oh my God. Just barely, chat. And that's it. You're still above it. So it's like you're not dead yet. You're so close to being dead. But support held for now. And in between this level, it's straight up, straight down. So you could see 1.299 trillion objectively, and it wouldn't actually be weird. It just means that Bitcoin would probably be running back up to 32K if that happened, you know? 31.9, whatever. That's it. You another day goes by, you're back above support, you're hanging out, and that's literally it. Red pastures below you, green pastures above you. You know, that's wide open spaces. So you just happen to be at a point in time where you're in between them two pastures. You're in the woods right now. All right, we're in the woods still. God. And someone complaining about this being crypto-centric still. It's getting stale, and I understand it. I mean, you know, but it's getting stale maybe because you're getting tired of the market versus me covering the coins every day like I have been for over 4 years now. But I get that people are, you know, complaining about that. So, you know, you got BNB, third largest crypto out there, that is still below critical levels, near the top end of it. But it's up somehow 3% today because of Bitcoin, and that's it. It's until you're above 350, you can't even be halfway bullish. Or you have to be cautious, extremely cautious. The closer you are to 350, but below it, the more cautious you have to be. You're still really elevated. Why do I say that? Because the downside potential is so immense. If you were like low or closer to 210, 185, then you can be less cautious because you understand you're getting closer and closer to major inflection points where there could be an area to long or where a major reaction in the upside could happen, right? Where Bitcoin's trying to break back above a certain level, BNB's below it. So that's it. Tech bubble over? Yeah, certainly. Tech bubble pop like crazy. Zombie company pop. Ethereum to Bitcoin. Yeah, well, I don't know why we don't look at that. We should just right now. Okay. Yeah, dude, absolutely. Working on in 29 minutes the lowest daily candle close you've seen since goodness. Since technically July 30th. Wow, we're talking about what, almost 11 months, 10, 11 months there. Well, I can say 11 months, right? That's what's happening, dudes. You're about to take out the lowest candle close from October 19th. Today, it will happen if you stay as where you are now or lower. It's going to happen. And there you go. That's what, dude, when you break uptrends, they happen. It occurs. You're heading on down to 5.4 million Satoshis. 5.7, 5.4. It's just a zone because the zone look left. I'm thinking, though, more so probably April of 2018's Valley, which again, 5.4 million sats is, I think, your target. ABCD, reciprocal ABCD takes you around that area too. So that's the argument. So yeah, lower to go. Bitcoin, it seems like it's going to continue to outperform Ethereum to the US dollar for a while now. It seems like for the foreseeable future, Bitcoin's going to continue outperforming Ethereum. Okay. Okay, Ethereum to Bitcoin, and then we can just look at dominance. Because we can look at Cardano. It's up today. You know, people were like, "Oh, dude, is Cardano now like not a scam?" Dude, I don't know about that. I don't really know what has Hoskinson's son really done for the community of crypto since Cardano was created. I just want to know, like, how many people are using it, and what's it really doing for the people that are using it? Is it actually helping their lives? Is it something good? Come on, dude. Be real. Don't be a moon boy. Be objective. Don't be like, oh, dude, but I know Hoskins' son, dude. He's a good guy. I'm just talking about, like, what has the protocol done that's really helped humanity in any sort of way that's significant? I'm actually genuinely asking. I'm not even trolling, you know? Talking about Cardano. I'm not talking about, oh, something else he had his hand in it as a project, dude. I'm not talking about that. All right. Cardano, though, we'll look at it. Somehow it's the 4th largest crypto on the planet, market cap wise. Sorry, the log scale. Oops. Still in the downtrend, certainly, since effing September, where it went from, you could imagine $3, over $3. It's 58 cents now. And it's just going to go where Bitcoin goes. There's no discernible edge, really, chat. There's not. It's almost hitting a support from 2018, but it never really quite got there. It was close. And just when there's something that's all it's doing is making lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, you could just have some sort of conviction for a strong bullish reversal now or soon. Right, like the way like trends reverse, you got to go back to its sister. I mean, like this thing was stuck, you know, it was in a downtrend, you know, beginning of 2018 all the way down to December 2018, and then it rallied, nice rally, but then did nothing. But eventually it created a harmonic, and then even the harmonic after 2020 it crashed, and then kind of type 2'd, and then it rallied, and then made a higher low. In the previous low, it got back above the 200-day moving average. Man, you could have just played the 200 there, couldn't you have? Back in 2020, after the COVID crash. And it just stayed above the 200-day moving average. Was making higher highs, higher lows. You could go through something like this for a long time before you start making arguments for accumulation. So I'm just saying, you are in a long-term correction, and that's evident based on a linear regression channel. See if there are any words about Cardano that means anything. Passive income staking, how's that working out? What if you started staking Cardano anytime in 2021, man? Anytime in 2021. You're staking. That's like everyone, oh, we got staking, dude. Everyone's got staking now, dude. It's like, yeah, we all learned about that, didn't we? Whew. All right, Cardano, then XRP, that it's not tradable. It's just sitting sideways since it crashed May 12th. you know, in early May, and it's just, there's no action. It's not at a support. It's not at a resistance. It's just consolidating. There's no structural developments. There's nothing. I mean, like, if I'm looking at this, I'm not like, hey man, I can't wait to take a long on XRP. There's just no point. Nothing to do here, really. Nothing really to do on XRP. I hate it because it's just we look at it every day because it's one of your largest crypto market caps, but there's no action to take, dude. I'm sorry. No, it's natively EVM compatible. Well, wake me up when that actually serves humanity. I'm just saying, whatever. Please show me the practicality of it. Show me its use case that's like helping humanity right now. It's doing things. I mean, he's had years, dude. He's had like, how long has Cardano been around? Years to make it happen. And I'm just still, we have had multiple cycles that have occurred and then they've ended. And Cardano is still like, well, you helping humanity yet, dude? You helping companies? You doing stuff? You making acquisitions? Anything happening? Anyone, a massive, major publicly traded company want to buy you? Anything yet? They're bringing banking to Africa. Let's go, dude. All right. Can we make money on that? Just tell me. Let me know if that's possible. All right, XRP. Cool, dude. Let's go get sold. You know, it was supposed to be one of the staples of the crypto world, and it literally went down yesterday, and it's gonna continue to go down, and probably a better price, a lower risk price would be $20. They made agreements. Congratulations on making agreements with African nations to serve millions of students. Congratulations on the agreements made. Now let's see it happen. Let's talk. Let's watch it play out where millions of Africans are literally using the protocol. Let's not talk about what their agreements were. How many announcements do we have to have in crypto? Too many. So it's just like, I'm done with these announcements of announcements. You did it, man. That's great, dude. How about you do something? So anyway, until you're back above $55 to $60, bearish on SOL. You can't be bullish. Nothing makes sense technically to be bullish on this asset till it breaks above 60 based on historical price action. That's it. You can't rush greatness. Okay, dude. Well, can you not be surprised if the price goes down to 20 cents again on Cardano? Because you can't rush. If you can't rush greatness, you can't rush some genius, making a product protocol, and it actually does something for the world. Then you can't be that surprised if it should be worthless, okay, until it actually does something. I'm just saying. Anyway. Are you above support resistance or below it? You're below it. So why would you even care about this asset till it sees $20? $20 might be reasonable. I mean, it's a zone. February, May, June, July. My God, even April in there. That's some serious back test. That's the area. That's the sweet spot where you might want to think about dipping your toes in SOL. Until then, you would wait. Non-coders bashing Cardano. Yeah, dude, not non-coders. So we have to be coders to bash. Otherwise, we're ignorant. But at the same time, we're in this crypto space for all these years, and nothing's changed. Nothing, dude. If I say I own Cardano, it's like, dude, could I get a return here? I mean, could you show me that you're doing something? Dude, we're doing something. Trust me, man. We've made agreements with African nations. You've made agreements. All right, that's great, dude. That doesn't mean you're actually doing it or ever will. I mean, how many promises have been made in crypto, dude? So I think more promises in crypto have been made that never got fulfilled that ever would. Ever. Like 1,000 times over. All right, let's go to Doge, because Doge is a legit project, dude. Just kidding. It's only, it's only like $9 billion less of market cap than Cardano, which is, I don't know why this train is like literally blasting its horn or something. That's crazy. Here's your Doge, sitting above 7.86 cents, which is real. That's a real support resistance from February of last year. It's above it. That's all I can tell you. There's no edge. No edge, dude. It's going to literally do exactly what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin's going to do pretty much exactly what the stock market's going to do. That's it. It's in a well-established downtrend. All it's done is lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows since Elon Musk went on Saturday Night Live and said something was dead, and that was the top. And it's still been the top. Never again. Maybe never again, dude. But you just recently made the lowest low since the Saturday Night Live skit. Really, the lowest low recently. And you're just hanging out now because Bitcoin rallied. This did too. So it's just really tough when you're in such a bearish trend, well below all the moving averages, to be like, oh, can't wait to go long on Doge based on any strategy. If you could just go long on Doge now, flip a coin, you go to the roulette table, and then boom, it landed on the color you selected or the number you selected, and it goes up. Congrats, dude. That's just gambling. That's Doge, dude. You know, a little bit more, I don't know. It is a joke. It was created as a joke. And it went up in price because Elon, and that's it. And now there are a bunch of scam spinoffs of it because other people think they can get rich doing it. And then, but then there are like delusional people out there that think that these are projects that are real and could help people and could make money for the coin holder, and all these. And it's all a joke. It's all a scam, right? So Doge, in a way, was really, really toxic and terrible for crypto because it showed that a scam joke could pump like that, and has now incentivized a bunch of loser, idiot, scammers, sociopaths to create scam coins to do the same thing. So Doge, has it really been good for crypto? Not really. And I think like the whole like Binance Smart Chain thing came from that. Like, dude, like Doge has inspired massive scams to an epidemic level in crypto. Really, if you think about it. Screw even having a project. Let's just have cool names that look like dogs. Huh! Everyone's going to fall for it. They're idiots. And they did, and they do. It's just ridiculous, man. Crypto, dude. We got a lot of work to do for... Crypto's actually going to do anything for this world. I'm just saying, man. Hey, it's cool, though. We can get rich when there's higher highs, higher lows, and there's uptrend, and there's bullish patterns to trade. But while you're in a downtrend, and it's also a scam, beanie baby, yeah, not very good conducive conditions for... money making, really, right? It's you know, chimpanzees with machine guns. That's what it is. All right. Doge was the godfather of all the Binance Smart Chain scams. It's all cute and funny on the way up. On the way down, everyone, like many people, lose their homes and their wealth and their savings, and they get caught up in these staking scams, and it's not very funny anymore. We're all laughing about it then. So, duel outside of Orgrimmar, dude. All right, man. You can't kill a Resto Shaman, man. Anyway, okay, but I can't kill you either. I guess we'll go to the next one. That's you know, clearly an amazing project with amazing team with good hearts. You have Polkadot. Polkadot. What a protocol that has confirmed that 1060 is a resistance not once, but literally twice. 1 times, 2 times. I'm going to go back test 1060. Dot 1062 times. That's its name. All right. Are you above the key level? No, you're below it. So why could you ever be below? I don't care if it's up 5% today. You can't care until it gets above 1060. Hey, man, you stay above 1060. Hey, I'm going to change my tune because new data is presenting itself. And that's what it would take for me to be like, dang, man, if DOT gets above 1060, confirms it, we get a bullish engulfing of some sort, something. All of a sudden, hey, man, you stay above this level long enough, you could very well see $13 because all that's ever happened between $13 and 1060 is up, down, up, down. That's it. So above 1060, yeah, maybe $13. Wow, 33% up, 30% upside or something like that, right? But you're below it, and that's the problem. That's why you cannot be bullish until it breaks that level, okay? Above it, could be bullish. Below it, have to be bearish. That's it. No edge, nothing implying it's time to rally, man. That doesn't exist, so. All right, and I guess we'll look at Tron. It's obligatory because Tron looks unbelievably good. Technically, I don't care about Justin Sun at all. I don't care about communist China in this particular situation, because anything that is Chinese, any person that's Chinese that develops a Chinese asset, it is the communist Chinese property. It's not Justin Sun's property, it's the communist property. That's real life. That's just how it works. Unless you're naive and you don't believe that, that's on you, dude. Okay, so we're looking at the communist Tron that is trying to break out right now. It's literally trying to break a massive inflection point. Goes back to May 27th of last year. Okay, so if it breaks it, dude, you can't be really that surprised if it massively marks up to 12 cents. It almost seems like, how could it happen? It seems impossible. It's an impossibility. But you know what the real impossibility is Tron developing this massive textbook bullish shark and then showing us classic accumulation, a 3 rising valley structure, and then it just happens to make a bonus 4th higher low, and now it's breaking resistance. That's all real life. Nothing in crypto looks like this at all. Nothing. And that's the way it has to be. Like, I can't care about communist Chinese stuff. I can't care about Justin Sun picking his boogers in a hotel room. I can't care. I can only care about what the technical analysis is in the chart, and the chart looks unreal. Unreal good compared to literally every single other crypto that has a somewhat large market cap, over $1 billion market cap. Crazy, dude. So we don't care about Justin Sun being a scammer, sociopath, psycho, communist. We don't care. We only care about what we see on a chart. That's it. Now, if you can't break 8.4, 8.2 cents long enough, you'll roll over and there's massive downside. But for now, it's very interesting trying to break out. And it may never break out, but it's very close. And we can't even talk like this about any other crypto, dude. That's it. Sorry. Same stream every day, right? Okay, let's go to the S&P 500. That had a really nice day. A massive daily bullish engulfing candle. Here it was, if you want to see. But you understand, I mean, between 4,058, 4,200, it's got more upside. And it did have its highest daily candle close since May 4th. So we're talking about a month. Highest candle close in a month, chat. And I think the upside potential still is about 1.5 to 2.8%. That's the next levels, dude. That's it. So I'm just thinking that's your next overhead resistance. That's where you could very well head to if all stays the same. And that's it. Are you in a bull trend? No, you're not in a bull trend. You're out of your mind. And to say that we're somehow in a bull trend for now, just because we're doing this, we're not. But there are things that can happen to make us become in a bull trend. It's just none of that's happened. All right. 200 likes. Wow, man. That's crazy, dude. Dow Jones Industrial also had its own bullish engulfing candle, its highest daily candle close since May 4th. And technically, just slightly, a candle close above the March 19th peak of last year, March 2021. So the upside, if this is real life of an engulfing, you could be headed to 33.7, which means there's a little bit more upside. There's about 1.5% upside. Okay. Nice day, 1.3% up. A lot of energy names, Aero, Defense. And these different tech names were the gainers today, all right? And that's why we look at the NASDAQ and you'll see.
Peace.
It was really nice, dude. So you had back tested 11,935 twice, 2 times. Thank you, Dow Jones. Thank you, man. Massive engulfing candle. And no real, I mean, you could try to say that maybe 12.6 to be conservative, but I'm just saying maybe above 12K is 13K. So the upside is a little bit higher here. Not much, but you got like 5% more upside on the NASDAQ composite if this is a real, you broke out above the key levels from 2020. You back tested them for 2 trading sessions, and then actually for a 3rd trading session you tested it because you gapped down and then had a huge run, closed at your session highs. And again, there's straight up, straight down. A couple times you don't go straight down. That's what I'm saying. If you're conservative, at least 12.5. Next, a couple hundred points. All right. So this is a good development. The gap fill itself, can you believe it, chat? So educational. The gap fill itself acted as a bottom. Nothing else in the world except that. Pretty cool. All right. So we have a technical breakout back test in a downtrend, very well established. And, think about it could run to 13.5 and test the supply line, and it wouldn't be crazy. It would just be from your high to low here, right? High to low.
China.
That'd be a 618 plus.
You seen that power drill anywhere? Can't find anything these days. Hey, do you think BTC on the 12 hours looks like quick off accumulation testing the LPs? Sorry, ignore me. I'm feeling a bit off, ate some funky food and been hallucinating. 0.049360000 LTC.
Yeah, dude, you had the what'd you eat? You ate the Super Day mussels. Don't worry, man. Someone might be a rat. Thank you, Tony Soprano, for the 317 power drill. Yeah, you gave it to you gave it to cousin Brian. All right. Last point of supply on Bitcoin. Wyckoff accumulation. If anything, it would have been like the backup, right? We just had the backup. Like it rallied, broke out, and then the big sell-off was the backup. And now you're rallying off that, and that means like that would be the end of it. You're like pretty much at the end of any sort of phase of accumulation or redistribution. But dude, I don't know, right? Dude, when you're at a support, you're holding support, that's great. If you're above 31K, 30K, I think we're okay. Below it, we're not okay. It's all about the levels. I don't know where it's going, but I know the levels. And we're above the key level right now, which is good. That's it. Tomorrow it could be below it. That's how unbelievable this market's been. It's below it. It's above it every day for 3 weeks now. Well, we're above it today. So, all right, good. So, like 5% more upside on the NASDAQ. And then we could just look at...
technology. What is that all about? Is it good or is it whack?
Very, very good today. Bullish engulfing candle approaching a key support resistance at 316. If you break 316, you're upside. You're going to 338, 342. So there you are. We were talking about yesterday.
Next
It's on its
round
way.
is on me. Appreciate you. Cheers. 0.000492225 BTC.
What's up, Bino? Thanks for the $15 for the Bitcoin. Wow, thanks, dude. Much love. Yeah, dude. Approaching resistance. You break it, 5% upside, right? Above 316 is like, oh my God, it's like 6.8%. It's almost 7%, dude. Wow. So just pay attention to 316 on the Qs. Russell 2000. Nice engulfing candle today. Wow. On your way to 1926. That's probably where you're going, dude. You break that. Wow. Straight down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay. If you break 1926, based on history, the probability is pretty high that you go to straight up again. 2066. So it is upon you. It is on the way. There's a little bit more upside until you test it. No idea when you test it if you're going to break it or not. That is like 1.5% more upside. Probably happen. You'll probably see 1.5% more upside on the rest of 2000 before anything happens, right? But we'll see. Okay. Gold's highest daily candle close since May 6th. Going on a month. on its way to 1897. I really like how buyers defended that 200-day moving average. I really like how that hidden bearish divergence doesn't mean crap. You can't just lose your positive momentum and start building it again. It's invalidated. There's no hidden bearish divergence right now while that's going on. So good news, really good to see that. And yeah, I'm thinking if this is going to continue, 1900 to test it. 1921, if you want to see what 1921 is, it is your 2011 all-time high. You break that. My God. What's up, Crypto Hoarder man? How you doing, dude? Thought you were in an airplane, bro.
Crypto_hoarder tipped $505.75. Let's get some hype from it showing up every day.
Oh, he is in an
currently on a
airplane.
jet plane flying home. Be back in the chat soon. Hope everyone is doing well. 0.276000000 ETH.
Dude, Crypto Hoarder, you got some fast internet up there in space. He's taking one of the spaceships, not an airplane. He was just kidding. You know, the supersonic planes they used to have back in the day that they decommissioned because there were a lot of problems with them. You know, I'm talking about the ones that would move at the speed of sound. The first problem was when they take off, or even when they were in the air, or they were too low to the ground at all, they would blow out like windows, right? Imagine, you know, you're in your house and just like a supersonic plane flies by and boom, all your windows get taken out. Your whole neighborhood's windows get taken out. So that was like a main problem with them, why they don't exist yet. And then the other one was like, obviously, the amount of maintenance that had to be done on those ships could never, like the amount of money it took, could never be, you could never turn a profit, because first off, like no one could afford it. It was high-end stuff. It was like rich people only. And even with the rich people getting charged insane amounts, it still was less than it took to repair the ships that they had. So anyway, I figured he'd be in one of those, you know, being Crypto Hoarder and all. But, oh my God, there goes my internet, dude. Hold on. Gosh dang it. Hold on. I think we're back. Kilobytes destabilized. I think they're stable again. They can't really turn either. Well, yeah, that. The Concords, is that what they were called? The Concord. I mean, I would hope that like something would happen, you know, like soon. When's like a real breakthrough? Oh, electric vehicles. How much does it take to actually make a battery? Is it really that revolutionary? Ask that question for real, unironically. Okay, so gold, nice harmonic, caught its reaction, and it's continuing to react, and the reaction could take you to 1900 and it wouldn't be weird. Maybe at that point we sell off and make a double bottom, a confirmation low at some point. Then we could post trade setup. But it's kind of tough to be like, all right, I want to do it. I want to just long on a reaction low when you got something that presented to you a confirmation low, and this is it. It was platinum. Platinum gave you what you wanted. All right, it had the same harmonic as gold in waves. Type 1, wow, it rallied and sold off again, hit the same key level from history, and the 3-day hidden bullish divergence was there, and that's what made me post a trade setup. Because it's like, dude, I mean, like, what do you want? It's presenting the argument. It's presenting higher highs and higher lows, and definitely higher lows, and hitting a support and holding the support, and at that support on the second low, third low, it's showing that, you know, it's showing the edge. So I'm just saying, whatever, you're above the 200-day moving average again, and you officially today hit the highest price since late March. So platinum, I think, has got a lot of upside in time if you're patient. Now, I get it, man. Like, anyone could say, like, looking left, the sweet mother of Jesus, dude. Like, 1,040 right there, the high from August 2015, October 2015, 2017. Multiple times, 2018, 2020. God, it could reverse there. It certainly could, you know, like it's been choppy, but if it's going to, it would come right back down to $900. But if it breaks it straight up to 1182, easy, and it's not even a question. Like, if you break that level, probability is you go to 1182, and that's the target. Yeah, that's one of the targets. So Oh yeah, daily candle close. Let's get some Jesus chimes in here. Thanks so much for being here in these trying, troubling times that test men and women's souls. Aliens too. All right, definitely aliens. Okay, so I guess we'll just go back to Bitcoin. We didn't even really get to go through commodities because we spent a decent amount of time talking about things. That was it, dude. That's not really anything to write home about, but the 3-day candle close, and the great news about the 3-day candle close was your bullish engulfing candle from the past 3 days session is valid still. You still have a valid bullish engulfing candle. It's not invalidated until we get a 3-day candle close below the open of that candle. The classic bullish divergence on the 3-day is still very much in its development. And if there was any sort of price action in the next 4 or 5 3-day candles, you'll go positive. You're getting that close. And it would be the first level of positive momentum you've seen since April 16th. Are you overdue? I wouldn't know about you're overdue, but I'll say you're at a support. You've been holding and holding and holding, and you just got your engulfing candle. And well, the only thing we can go by is the only time in history Bitcoin's ever seen a bullish engulfing candle and broken back above 31K, insane things have happened after. Just like January 28th and July 21st. Those were unbelievable. I don't know if it's going to be the same kind of outcome. Already isn't, because we know, like, well, I guess what you look back and see, you know, after the 3-day closes, there was immediate follow through. You didn't get any sort of immediate follow through at all. It's just kind of like, okay, a lot of weakness after the engulfing, but the good news is that $30,000 area was back tested as support. So you got that going for you. Hopefully that holds. And there could be a lot of upside if you get above 31K for real, because history tells us that, and that's it. That's all I'm saying. History also tells us if you don't hold 28.8 for real, you go to 20K. So that's on the other side of the table. Can't wait to hear, or you're waiting to hear Platinum called out in songs again. Yeah, dude, my Platinum grills or something, dude. Yeah. Oh, Ethan, by the way, Ethan, thank you so much for joining the Patreon, man. Please be sure to stick to the Patreon, Discord, type of chat. Let's go. Thanks, man. Much love. Okay. So that's Bitcoin 3-day candle close. How's Ethereum's 3-day candle close? I mean, technically the engulfing candle, I guess, is still active, but it's trash, dude. I mean, I don't care about an engulfing candle when you can't break $1972 to $2,000. You can't do it, so I don't care. I don't really care. Yes, the divergence is there. It's literally staring at you, but no one's buying yet. Not really. It just seems like the way Bitcoin dominance looks, all that stuff, man. It's like, if you were gonna own anything, it'd probably be best to own Bitcoin over anything in crypto right now. But hey, whatever other people say different, own trash that is riding on the coattails of Bitcoin. Okay. That's your 3-day candle close, and then your daily candle close. It just happened. Again, nothing burger, nothing really sticks out. Nothing's amazing here. I don't like Ethereum right now, technically. I hate Ethereum, technically. I think it's awful. Bitcoin's like, hands up, it's okay because it's not below 28.8. But Ethereum's below 1972, and below 1972 making local lower highs. I hate it. I don't like it. I do not like Ethereum right now. So I don't care what it does. I'm just saying, it just looks
BTC
bad.
4 hours hidden bullish div.
I did. We talked about it at the beginning of the stream a little bit. But yeah, it does not ensure. What I said was, it does not ensure that that hidden bullish divergence will in any way make a higher high than your previous high you put in at all. So, and this could be it. This could be it's playing out, but at the same time, how many times you've seen in downtrends hidden bullish divergence on less significant time scales starts developing, and all of a sudden the negative momentum starts building again, and we start dumping. Ugh, it can happen, man. It's like, it's not really, 4-hour divergence. Okay, we'll see what happens. It's starting to play out. It's starting to happen. I like it above 30K. I really like it above 31K, but man, it's kind of, is it even going on Ethereum? I don't even think it's going on Ethereum. Nah, you just have convergence on Ethereum. Not really telling us much. Making a higher low for now. I hope it, my God, I hope it pivots here and moons. It goes insane. It's like, oh, Ray, your descending triangle that you identified that does not ensure anything didn't go down. I mean, again, I've said this. Like, it doesn't matter if you identify a bearish structure like a rising wedge or a descending triangle or anything like that. It just gives you a slightly, marginally higher probability that it played out bearishly. But if it's slightly or marginally higher, that means there's still a huge percentage chance, even though it's just the minority, still a huge minority chance that it goes the other way. They're just, these are consolidation structures that happen after impulses. They can break one way or another. I have no idea which way this is going to break. But my God, you can't tell me we're cool, bro, when you just make lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Dude, you got to do something else. When you start doing something else that is, I don't know, something that I could identify and be like, dang, dude, there's accumulation. There's no accumulation right now. Like, just because you're sitting here doesn't mean you've actually pivoted and you're going to make a higher low. You could. I hope it happens. My God, I hope it happens, all right? For everyone's sake. But that is freaking hopium. So Bitcoin's like okay-ish. Ethereum, terrible. I mean, BNB below that level is not really good either. Cardano below its levels, well, it like crashed and went to like the next support area. So yeah, there's some that are so destroyed. They're like there's so many S coins that are like, well, here's Ethereum at 1728, below that's 1420. There's so many that are already at their 1420, 1200, 500 levels now, right? There's so many. Just the bigger market cap coins are actually holding up better because people are probably holding, because whatever. But okay, I guess we were like talking about commodities for the local needs or whatever. Did I even do it, dude? Sorry. There you go. Commodities. Well, cotton had a bad couple days, and then it was good again. Log scale. Yeah, man, I was like, holy crap, we're in trouble. But then I was like, oh my God, it's going to take out its lows, and then it doesn't. Then all of a sudden, this could not be anything. Like, this could end up being like a complex reversal, like a momentum shifting structure here, where you just make another lower high. You're below support, so that's good. But unfortunately, and these are not good areas to be identifying harmonics, because it's like a Gartley-Bartley. It's the 886, right? It's like, oh my God, it's like gold in ways. It's got the same type of M shape. It's reacting off that 886, but if you're below 142, I don't think you can like it. I don't think you can really be bullish on this right now. That's great news. The downside potential is so immense. All right, at least to the heart line. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to pick good longs on cotton because it's so insane. You had, hey man, 2020, just take a long on cotton, dude. You'd been in good shape. So above 140, yeah, that could be a top for now. Okay. So we would go from cotton to coffee that was down just a little bit today, but still great, man. Still fantastic. Fantastic above 220, man. I think maybe a back test could be in store, but it's not yet. I mean, when you're above 220, you're above the 200-day moving average, you're above the supply line. That is a massive breakout on all scales. So I think a minimum target in time on coffee futures is going to be an 886, which is going to put you at 253. At that point, who knows? That's a bearish shark that could react there very well. For Irwin Coffee, I mean, my favorite is Sumatra. The King's Blend's really good. You can't go wrong with the King's Blend. But I don't even know if he sells Sumatran on the open market on his site. I don't know if he specialty orders it from me or not, but I love the Sumatran, man. The Monsoon Malabar, Indian Monsoon Malabar is really good. I don't know, they're just different, man. It's really good. I don't want to just like, I just want to drink Sumatran forever. Like, hey, my bag of Sumatran's out. Okay, I'm going to Colombian. Okay, I'm going to Peru. I'm going to Indian. I'm going to Africa. I'm going to somewhere else, man. with my coffee, you know, the beans. A little coffee, and then we can switch to live cattle futures. All right, cattle futures, baby. That hit 130 has rallied us up marginally today. You know, it's below the 200-day moving average. It's still on an uptrend. It really, what's sad is, like, for the first time, like, ever, live cattle futures is back testing the very key level of, you know, February 2018 and March of 2019. It is back testing that level that once was resistance, massive markdowns after, mind you, right? And it's now support. So if that's real and you get above 134, my God, dude, it's just going to continue its uptrend like crazy. Okay, we could probably plot a really nice channel on this, and it's in it. So and commodity prices just killing it, dude. Super cycling right now. Lean hog futures, still hoping that this is it, but no idea, man. No idea if this is actually going to play out or not, but it looks great right now. I hope it just rolls over and collapses, you know. Hey, man, we found, like, this crazy supply of hogs somewhere, so, you know, collapse, but probably not, right? The price of bacon's not going down. If it does, it's just going to come down to 86 bucks to $90, back test it, hold, and then rally again and continue its uptrend. So even this is probably just going to, if it did roll over, it would just still make a higher low than previous lows and run again. It's crazy. Yeah. We're just going to stick on food for now. We're going to look at corn futures with that beautiful bearish back test, catch and fall through, just kind of stalling. Where it's just oh my God, it's just holding the 731 area, the old May of last year high. Below that's nothing. Below that is for real, 666. I think there's a lot more downside if this one last level, it is broken. You've broken it, you're really just back testing it as resistance yesterday. So there could be a lot more downside, hopefully, on corn futures, which would be good for everyone. Only after bearish divergence. How about soybean futures? My God, so powerful, dude. Look what soybean did. Oh my God, it's over. Bearish engulfing candle, indecision candle, and just a rally right back up. Now, it is not broken the range rectangle it's been in, handle it's been in. Not broken it yet, but if you're right back up at it, that's like Bitcoin being at 30 or 28.8. Monkey ass, you're sweating, you're inverse sweating here, okay, on soybeans to break upward. Wow. Almost like a partial decline going on that quick. God. Too strong. Commodities. Wheat futures, nothing burger today. Could continue downward. Maybe test 919. I don't know what's up with soybean being so strong, man. Everything else is kind of selling off some. You know, and then you got rice futures that, hey, it sold off some. It made a lower high. Nice. Now make a lower low. It could be a little head and shoulders right there. Left shoulder head, right shoulder with a neckline. You break it, then you're going to 16 bucks. Easy. Easy. I hope so. A new pig mine discovered. Exactly. Supply increase. Dump it in a positive way.
Can you take a look at NEAR, please? Also, thank you for keeping us grounded about our poop coins. I actually appreciate your rants.
I thought I was just talking, man. I guess people call it ranting. I don't know. It's real life, right? Crypto Hoarder called me a bore. Okay, hopefully there's a new rice mine, and the rice mine is plentiful of rice or something. And then we see 16 bucks, right? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Deep thoughts and prayers for a momentum shifting structure on the daily. Let's go. All right. Copper killed it today. Copper did amazing. What a freaking rally. Like up like 6% yesterday. Look where it's headed. Headed to 463. Isn't it insane, chat? Is it not insane? Remember 413 to 415. This level right here. You see where my mouse cursor is? These lines. That it sprung back above it, even back tested it as a support, right? On May 19th. What is that? Well, it just happens to be this timeless, one time, first time in human history, highest level ever from May 11th, 2006. 412, dude. That's it. Okay. It tested that level in 2022 as support bottomed out and is now rallying and soon to be testing. Just happens to be the highest high ever from February of 2011. That's where it's headed. Isn't that crazy, man? That's why I'm always looking for that first time ever that it was manufactured, like Bitcoin. That is why I have the levels I have on Bitcoin. The first time ever, like 30K, whatever. That's where we are right now, you know. So anyway, a little bit more upside on copper, but interesting price action. Lots of strength coming in after just going sideways for so long, man. For a year, you've done nothing. But you're back above the 200-day simple moving average. First time since like April 26th. And strong. Very, very strong price action. They kind of can't believe it, right? Unreal. Because you knew it was a long way down if you didn't hold those levels, but you did. It's all about the ifs. All about the levels. Okay. Let's look at silver for a second. Silver, dude, had a nice little day, you know, rallied. It could go up to 23 bucks. That's great, dude. $23 target if it's going to go with platinum and gold and copper. Okay, let's look at USOIL that did do some nice stuff today. Well, at first it was like, oh my God, man. It did it. It's screwed. It's a 111 at its lows today, and then the insane rally that occurred that took it to its almost the highest high of the day when it closed, and that close just happened to be above the level that it had to be above, a key breakout point. You've done it. You're still above it. Wow. And not much of anything looking left till 147. I was reading about something with inflation and money printing. And in actuality, you could go test 147 from 2008, but it's not going to equate to 147 in 2008 terms. If you wanted to really match 2008's high based on all the money printing and inflation, this chart would have to go to like $250 to actually match the 147, if that makes sense. So I'm thinking 147 is probably happening in time if you're patient and you wait for it. Nothing's changing, you understand? Like the supply of oil is it keeps hitting its lowest lows like ever or something every day. Like today, like a new piece of data came out. It's like, yeah, you're at your lowest lows of this entire, like, you know, supply that exists out there is like constantly every day hitting its lowest low from the high. So if that doesn't change, why would this chart just randomly go down? It would be random. And in actuality, it would be really weird because you're just showing classic reaccumulation for, you know, 2 months now plus. My God, almost 3 months, right? It's just, I'm saying, like, you know, this trend is insanely hyper bullish, and trying to call a top on this, good luck, dude. XCU copper. It's copper, whatever, dude. Copper. All right, so most part got through these commodities, right? US dollar, okay, as it rallied, a bearish bamboozle candle, and now you're like kind of breaking the parabolic trend line here. I don't really, again, this isn't meant for like time to take a long at the demand line that's curved. It's just more so to conceptualize the parabolic nature of the trend the asset's in. It's not so much about, let's take a strategic long on the curved line. It's just showing you, right? Acceleration of accumulation. If it's going to roll over, $100 target, $100. Right, the peak from 2015, a couple times. I think that's where you'd be headed if this is real, a real bamboozle. I mean, the hidden bullish divergence is certainly there. So I don't even know, man. It's implying continuation upward, but that's not really happening yet. So, okay. DXY, we want this to crash. It'd be insanely good for Bitcoin. It'd be insanely good for gold and platinum and all the commodities. It'd be insanely good for the S&P 500. The DXY is the wrecking ball. This thing's elevated. It's really tough for anything else to perform. So if this thing's dumping, it's just gonna be good because everything else is the numerator. This is the denominator. Okay, did we even have, let's see, one request maybe? Yeah, dude, one request. Maybe I am gonna have to, you know, there isn't any, you know, it's gonna have to make it like $0 request now. You know, everyone just start requesting stuff. All right, let's look at the only request today. Some S coin named NEAR that we've looked at, right? NEAR, is it above support resistance? No. All it's done, in fact, is rallied to test it again. Wow, not once, dude. I thought it was over. Now twice? If you're below 641 to 736, you have to be bearish. You can't be bullish. Nothing makes sense for you to be bullish until you get back above that level. Hey man, if we get above 736, we will reassess the situation and we will discuss the key level that it's breaking. But until then, you can't be bullish yet. You can't. Because if you look left, there's just a lot of downside potential, man. Yeah, guiding lower on request amount. 300 likes, let's go, dude. I've been live an hour and 12 minutes, and it's only about as far as I can tolerate these days. So, okay, NEAR, do you understand, like, looking at it, why it's really tough to just be bullish? I guess if you want to look at the 4 hour, we can. 4 hour, to me, it doesn't look good. Like, that doesn't look like great. Hey, you made a higher low. That's great, dude. You made the same high. Doesn't matter. What was before that? Lower highs. So, you know, way less market participants own the asset. It's 760 May 13th than they do or did May 23rd and did May 31st. Way less. But it's cool that it pivoted because Bitcoin pivoted some. That's awesome, dude. If Bitcoin rallies, it could go back up to 641. And if it gets above 641, I really think it could easily go to 736. And if it breaks 736, forget about it. There could be insane upside. Unreal upside. But are you above any of those levels? No. So until you get above them, you have to be bearish. You can't be bullish yet. There's your request, Bosendorfer, Rosenberger. What was his name? Remember, Rookie of the Year? Whatever it was. Yep. Yeah, Microsoft had what? I mean, they guide lower or something because of FTX and didn't matter. It was up 0.79% today. And I think it's probably got a little more upside to 281, 282. A peak and a valley. There's a gap fill at 296. That could happen and it'd still be bearish. You're not bullish until Microsoft starts recapturing previous discernible swing highs like 315. It's a long way to go, man. It's so long way to go that nothing even matters right now. If you want me to conceptualize the downtrend you're in, that's fine. We can do it. Something like this. Something like that, man. Your downtrend pictured. Okay. You're going to catch very nice relief rallies. Sometimes they're only 50%. Sometimes they're 618s. Sometimes they're 786, 886s. And sometimes they go and like you're really shallow. Like there's still so much more upside for a common scrub everyday retrace. You're just taking out the 382. 50% makes the most sense because it's confluent with that 282. 618 also makes sense because there's swing highs here from April and May. 200-day moving average or 200 moving average on the 4 hours right there too, near the supply line. I mean, like there's more upside potential with arguments for retraces, and yeah, that's it. It doesn't mean it's bullish, even if it rallies much higher. somewhat higher anyway, right? There you go, dude. There you go, Victor. Been here. Well, I mean, can't get much worse. CELO's Therapeutics, not even a million volume, but trying to hold prices above the September 2020 level. Yeah, great stuff, man. Congratulations. You did it. You're holding. If you stay above 58.9 cents long enough, the upside potential would take you to 73 cents. 73 pennies. 72 to 73 pennies. So the upside here, if it stays above 59 cents long enough, the upside potential 13 to 17% upside. Not bad. That's it though. That's what's happening. And see, there's no edge really so much. But yeah, it's all about the levels, and you're above one, and you could go to the next one from here, and that's it. Okay. Well, I appreciate it, Victor, man. Yep, for sure. Wow, isn't that crazy? Times change. Well, I mean, the identification. Look, Alibaba had a potential inverse head and shoulders up here. Back test resistance as resistance and earnings and destroyed. And yeah, now you have another momentum shifting pattern structure, right? One bottom, the second bottom. I like it because it's almost like you have this alternate bat pattern pretty much with the type 2 return. And I'm thinking $110 level. Nothing makes sense, I think, on BABA until it gets to 110. Like, so I'm saying I think there's more upside on this from here. So the upside potential from where it is right now, I think it's 12% upside on BABA, which is a Chinese S stock that's been destroyed. Like, they killed it, dude. They remember when BABA was at $320 and now it's at $97. Yeah, they killed it. So momentum is shifting on the 4 hour. It's also trying to put in a massive daily double bottom potentially. We're at a confirmation low right here on a higher low. So there's maybe accumulation going on now. So yeah, upside potential is there at like 12%. Okay. That's it, dude. Anyone here? Stream still on or? Wow, actually even doing it free. I guess it doesn't even matter. Like, my opinion doesn't matter, man. I don't know. I started all this stuff just to be able to talk to people about charts, you know, and no one's even talking about charts. So it's like, okay, time to retire. My God. It was a good run though, right? Good run. So yeah, Bitcoin 4 hour hidden bullish divergence. So if this right here, TA was respected, 31K. You'd get a $31,071, and then who knows after that, because it's a level. Doesn't ensure that you're going to make a higher high than the previous high at all. So it could happen, man. The TA could be respected, and it could rally upward. Right? Yep. All right, man. Well, I'll leave y'all to it. Y'all got it figured out. So thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.